My name is Matthew O'Keefe. I'm the CEO of Footscray Community Bar. We opened in January 2018, literally a year from the name being originated. And we wanted the bar to reflect how wonderful Footscray is. It's a very mixed suburb, one of the most ethnically diverse suburbs in Melbourne. So we actually closed a week before we had to. I just said to the board, I'm not comfortable inviting staff and patrons into this indoor space with this virus going on, because I think socially distancing is the only way to separate people safely. And we had no idea, aside from knowing that this was a difficult situation, I had no idea what we wanted to do or what was going to happen. So when we announced that we were closed, we said we're closed for 4 weeks just while we work this stuff out. There was hardly any money to pay anybody anything. Many people did many things, long hours for very little or for free, and that helped. We got such a great community of people around us that helped us get through as well. And Tim Watts' office commissioned one of the owners of one of the bars, who's a graphic designer, to create this t-shirt, and she came up with a "Fuck COVID, Love Footscray" t-shirt, and it's got all the names of the bars on it. Everybody sold it throughout the period, and that just raised little bits of money. And I think it ended up in the Melbourne Museum's exhibition for Melbourne's response to COVID. We had a show that we broadcast on Twitch as this telethon thing, because that was to raise whatever money we could in the circumstances. And that was quite fun. So that was the first thing we did. Someone rang into the telethon and pledged $50 if I would be a drag queen for a night. So the following week we did a similar thing. And I did my first ever drag show, and I was Taylor Swift for a night, and I became Taylor Swift for a $50 donation, so that was a lot of fun. 5 of our staff, because everybody's on the books, got JobKeeper, so 5 Pride staff got JobKeeper, and that helped them personally survive and eat, including myself. We had 2 staff on visas. One of them, who was casual, was able to find a way to survive and stay in Australia. The other was full-time, and we didn't get any support for him, but if we had fired him because we had no money, he would not have got job seeker either, so he would have gone from having a full-time job to nothing. Another thing I liked to do during last year was ring the federal government, the Treasury Department and the Department of Immigration and the Department of Small Business, and ringing all these offices in Canberra saying, this is the situation that you're putting these people in, and this is extremely unfair, and even $200 a week to maybe prevent them from starving might be a gesture that would be palatable if you're not going to give them the full amount. The live music industry, which is so vibrant in Melbourne, we came to a screaming halt, obviously. We got a very significant grant of $80,000 from the government, which helped us survive. The state Member of Parliament for the area, Katie Hall, rang me on a Sunday morning and said, I'm delighted to say that we are going to give you this grant, and I was very grateful, and it had been a stressful 6 months, and regardless of people's views on vaccinations, life will become a lot more normal once more and more people are vaccinated, and hopefully we can go back to some sort of routine and everyone can keep going with what they're doing.